Okay, so we should have sound now. There's a setting on my sound thing. My computer crashed earlier and I rebooted it and I forgot to turn this one sound setting on. So, um, and I was babbling. Okay, well, I was saying, Lori had messaged me on Instagram last week. She wasn't feeling well and she had to have surgery. So I hope she's doing much better this week and she's still recovering. So hopefully things are good. And Lynette is here. Tim is here. And hopefully I fix the sound. DK Moon is here. Yay, sound. Okay, so it's always something. There's always one little thing I need to do. So how's everyone's reading going this week? I'm still reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm on the third book. I think I'm like 70% in, so I'll finish it this week for sure. And I am enjoying it as usual, not as much as the first two books, because some of the things that Carl does is he like builds fancy trap and equipment and whatnot. And I enjoyed that the first two books. I'm enjoying it the third book, but he's going into a little bit too much detail that he's kind of, I kind of want him to get on with it. Excuse me. Um, that's not going to stop me from getting the fourth book, but I'm not going to get it right away. And I wonder if he's going to pull back on that on the fourth book. We'll see. Um, oh, I'm so sorry, Lynette. You had a fall. Oh, I hope you're not too badly hurt. Want to let you know I finished Witchcraft for Wayward Girls and cried your eyes out. Oh, Tim, I'm glad you enjoyed that one. I enjoyed it too. Yes, hopefully Lori's doing well. Isn't the best thing ever, but it's close. I tell you, he's one of those writers, or at least in this series, that I can't stop putting it down. Like I go to just read one chapter and then I'm like two chapters in and it's getting late and I'm like, just got Butcher's Daughter. Did not realize two authors wrote it. I usually don't like it when two writers write together. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But yeah, tell me about that one. That's the one based on Sweeney Todd. I did not pick it up for Shovel to Shove It, but it came close. Or did I just spoil the next Shovel to Shove It? I finished Cautious Traveler's Guide to the Wasteland. Interesting world creation, but so slow. I like books 2 and 3 a little less than books 1, 4, and 5. Huh. I like 1 and 2 better than 3. So I'm curious about 4 and 5 now. We'll see. Oh no, fat lip, sore nose, sprained wrist, face palmed into the pavement. Hey, it happens to the best of us. I remember this was back when I was riding my bike I think in college, but I wasn't used to a bike and I don't even know whose bike it was, but it was, the brakes are on the handle. And I think I just pressed one brake or not the other. So it locked the first wheel and I just went whoop. And yeah, I'm sure I looked great doing a little somersault on a bicycle. The worst thing for one of these face plants is my friend James. He was walking around in San Francisco. I forgot the name of the little park where the movie theater is. But anyway, he tripped and fell on a stone bench. And to protect himself as he fell, he went like this, broke both arms. Can you imagine having two arms? You have to have people like help you go to the bathroom and everything. It's yipes. I'm surprised I haven't tripped on a concrete pavement yet. Okay, so I did blue and purple the last 2 weeks. I'm going to go back to a sunset look. which means I'm going to look at the, I don't know if I want to do red. I think I'll start with orange. We'll see if I go to red. Definitely be orange and yellow. Trying to remember the last time I did a sunset. Did I do? I think last week I did a yellow lid. Could just do brown. I'm looking at my reds and oranges because I'm trying to see what goes with this copper. I think I'm going to do this row. Okay. I am now reading Contest by Matthew Riley. A human is forced to battle aliens in a library. I'm reading it for Garbogist. Oh, garbage. Garbage trash. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Copper, orange, yellow. Yeah, that's why I think I'm going to go for a DK. So next week, I definitely want to go to the Star Trek convention here in Las Vegas. I'm going to go with Dennis. Dennis isn't a big Star Trek fan, but I just want to go one day. So I really wanted to see William Shatner, but he's there on Sunday, and a lot of people seem to be, or a couple people are canceling, like Walter Koenig, and I'm just afraid he's going to cancel or something's going to happen because he's not. They haven't actually released the the official schedule yet. So I'm thinking about, but the other person that's there going to be there, and you're going to have to be of a certain age to know this person. It's in Star Trek. It's not Star Trek. It's Barbara Bain of Space 1999, and before that, she was my favorite character on the original Mission Impossible series. And she must be really old now. But yeah, so it'd probably be the last chance to ever see her live. The same thing with Shatner. Um, But Thursday, or not Thursday, Friday, if I go Friday, it's probably mostly just to see Jonathan Frakes of The Next Generation. He's also a director, I think, in Picard. He was in Picard. We had our election 2 weeks ago, and neither party can form a government. Yeah, I really don't understand the parliamentary system. That's interesting. Either side will have to kiss the arses of the Greens and independents to get in. Well, good. Are you going in cost? I don't know, Tim. I was thinking about it, especially if I go on Friday, because there's a cosplay for the original series. I wouldn't be the only one if you've seen my old Star Trek uniform. But it does take a couple hours at least to get into drag, especially if I do an alien look. But I probably will. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll post pictures there. The living original Star Trek peeps are also old. May they live forever. Yeah. Walter Koenig was scheduled to come to this convention, but then he canceled. And I'm assuming Shatner will be there. We'll see. Wish we had sci-fi conventions. Oh, Barbara Bain is 93. How old is William Shatner? Is he in his 90s? No, he can't be. I mean, they must be about the same age, though. They might make it to 100. You never know. Shatner's 94. Okay, here we go. Yeah, he always seems to be on the go doing things. Yeah. So, now I was also looking at, you can pay to get your picture taken with them. I don't think I'm going to do that, but I thought about it, especially if I go in drag. But to get your picture taken with Shatner would be like $160, $70. That's a lot of money just to have your picture taken with someone. But he's not the most expensive. You want to know who the most expensive person to have your picture taken with? And he's going to be at the convention, obviously, but to my knowledge, he doesn't, or it's never been in any Star Trek, but it's Billy D. Williams, Lando Calrissian from Star Wars. But it's like he wants you to pay him $300 to have your picture taken with him. But I've never been one to collect autographs or do anything like that. Okay, we need to go. A little darker. Attenborough has to make it another 9 months to turn 100. Shatner looks rough, but looks great when you realize he's in his 90s. Decay is 88 only. Never been an autograph person either. I wonder which stars don't charge for photo. I'm sure they all do. Whenever you go to those, at least if you go to these conventions, they all, they have tables set up and I would charge 50. Yeah, I was like, well, maybe I should just go with someone that charges like $50. And I was looking at one day Wilson Cruz is doing it, and I'm like, am I just picking him because he's cute? It's because I'm attracted to a person. I mean, yeah, I know he's on the latest Star Trek show. And he's kind of a icon for gay LGBT cinema. I forget the breakout role he was in, but okay, well, this is a good sunset start. I think I do want a little bit of black. Yeah, 300 is that's quite a lot. Makes me wonder how many people are actually going to go for it. It reminds me of, I remember I paid for cameos from drag queens to do one video. That got a little pricey. But I think I didn't pay more than 20, 25 per person. I never thought of that. I wonder if any Star Trek stars do cameos. I wonder what Shatner looks like if he's in his 90s now. Because I mean, the publicity photos and whatnot are, photoshopped or older or it starts to wish people. Yeah, that's on Cameo. But you can ask them anything. Like for the drag queens, I asked what your favorite or what your book recommendation was. And if I had money, I would do that for you know, ask them to let me know their book recommendation. Oh yeah. So YouTuber go to Showgirl Camp. Yeah. You go down on the strip, the casino strip, and or Fremont Street, and there's like these girls that walk around and boys. There's like the Chippendale male dancers, and they ask you, oh, do you want a picture? Do you want a picture? But if you do that, they'll charge you some amount to get a picture with them. This black is not blending with the orange. I don't know why. I think it's okay for the camera. I don't know how much those showgirls charge. I mean, I never I never stopped. When I lived in New York City, I liked to watch people pay the naked cowboy to take pics with them. It's all about money. I'm too frugal to pay. Okay. Or as others would say, too stingy. The other thing is the cost to get into this event, this convention. I'll probably end up paying $80 a piece for me and Dennis. That's $160 for one day. Um, and I'm paying that much just to make sure we get assigned seating in the main event stage rather than general seating, which is like first come, first serve. Just because I'm too old to deal with, just to make it easy on me. But the general admission is $60, so it's only $20 more. But I was looking the gold, and I'm just going one day. But to get the gold captaincy 5-day extravaganza with special events at night um, is $1,800 per person. Like I can't afford that. Maybe I'd do it if I had the disposable income, but I don't. But those people that are spending that much money are probably going to also get the photo pictures, and because that doesn't include the photo ops. So for two people, let's say that's like almost $4,000 plus. If you do a couple of those photo ops, they could be spending like $5,000 just for 4 or 5 days. But again, if you're a millionaire, if you have I could think of worse things to spend money on. $5,000 to me, that's like a week vacation in Hawaii. Not many people have a disposable income these days. I wonder who pays $1,800. If I won the lottery, I still wouldn't pay. If I won the lottery, I'd spend it on luxury travel. I would spend $1,800 on hookers before that. If I won the lottery, I would feel guilty about wasting money. $5,000 would buy me a new living room carpet. Hey, that sounds practical, Tim. And the thing is, you can look this up if you want. The conventions at the Rio Hotel, that's not a hotel on the strip. It's just like just off the strip. It's sort of considered not very elegant, sort of like a step down from the high-end hotels in Vegas. Okay. I wanted to do my idea was to go for this copper for the right here, this. Well, let's see what happens. I think I'll cut the crease with this yellow primer and put the copper over it. I don't even spend all of my age pension. I'm saving it for my even older age. I was going to go to Dragon Con this year. Looking at prices, I realized I didn't think it'd be worth my calculated $4,000. Wow. But that's for airfare and hotels and all that, I'm assuming. The $1,800 was just for the convention. It wasn't for room and board and all that. And again, for me, I'm a local. I live in Vegas. So the Rio is probably, I want to say a 15-minute drive from my house, maybe 20 minutes. Where is Dragon Con? Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta's nice, very humid, um, depending on the time of the year. I'd rather be in Vegas during the summer than Atlanta. Cost of the hotel was for 5 nights. Atlanta airport is a nightmare. I don't recall. Oops. Unknown caller. My phone. Okay. I'm going to putting a streak of the dark orange. Okay, now let's see if this how this copper looks. Okay, this is not going over in the primer well, so I'm going to go here first. I'm sure this is not fascinating for you guys. I think all airports are nightmares, but I bet it's even worse in the USA. So wait until the leaves turn and then go for a very long drive. Oh, that's nice. Went to Dragon Con a few times about 15 years ago, went with group, which makes costs much lower. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see if this copper. Really didn't do what I wanted, but I think it's going to look okay. My dream vacation would have been Iceland before it became a tourist destination. I bet there are sections that aren't as touristy. Let me see if I have. Okay. No, it looks blended in the mirror, but not on camera. Oh well. We're just going to go with this. The Edinburgh Fringe Festival is something I've wanted to do. Blue Lagoon Spa. Yeah. I don't know that much about Iceland. We just started watching the White Lotus on HBO. HBO is my new streaming service I'm rotating into. But anyway, the latest season is apparently in Thailand, which I've never been to. But I've known several people that have gone to Iceland and have really raved about it. Yeah, things are really tight for us financially right now, so we haven't been able to go on vacation, but we've been to Europe. I think personally, Dennis would probably want to go back to Europe, but I would kind of like to go to Asia. But he's from the Philippines, so actually, I wouldn't mind visiting Australia. Say hello to Lynette. And as I'm too stingy to pay my sister in Adelaide, going elsewhere is out of the question. I like to watch YouTubers travel to places I want to go. I can only live through them. I mean, my secret is I don't actually like traveling that much. I like the idea of traveling more than actually doing the thing. I get so tired of doing sightseeing type things. I mean, for me, just going to a beach and reading is like more is something I would that's like a vacation to me. Just finding a nice beach, going to read, and you don't really need to spend outrageous amounts of money on that. We used to go to Puerto Vallarta a lot, which I think it's changed, but back in the days, in the early 2000s, late 90s, it was really inexpensive to go to. It's also known as sort of like the gay vacation spot that no one really knew about except the gays. but then things have changed. Where'd I put my... I only have a 10-minute walk to the beach. Oh, that's paradise. Favorite part of travel is shopping. I get homesick. That's the other thing. It's like you need a vacation from your vacation. Like after about a week, like I kind of want to go home. Get read at home for a whole lot less money. Want some kind of adventure. Do a 3 beaches walk. Oh, John, you had a power cut off. Yipes. Where are you? Yeah, just travel talk, talking about Star Trek conventions. Prefer seeing cool mountain landscapes. Longest power cut we had was 3 hours. It was only your house without power. Yipes. Okay, I just put down my eyeliner. And now I can't find it. What the heck? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I can't remember the last time we had a power outage. I don't remember having one in Vegas, but I do remember there was a couple in Oakland. Okay. Love to go to a Trek convention one day. Well, there's one this coming weekend in Vegas. That's the one I'm trying to figure out which day to go to. Yeah, there's not many left. We have both beaches and mountains to choose from. Oh, you met Shatner in Maui? Well, that's cool. Yeah, he's the one I want to see in oops, let me push this off. If I go on Sunday, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to see him. Come on. Trying to find some orangish blush. What's he doing? Had a photo taken with him in a short chat. Oh, nice. About 4 years ago. Well, if you want a full photo with him in Vegas, it'll cost you, I believe, $170. Okay. Okay, I think the eyes are done. I have to select a new book to use a credit on. Any suggestions? It's a nonfiction book, but I just finished it and loved it. Marriage at Sea, about a British couple who are lost at sea. Oh, if you're looking for a new garbage read, and this is a spoiler for upcoming videos I'm doing, but, I was shocked how much I like it's gonna sound so stupid. Um, Danger Planet by Edmund Hamilton, the husband of, Lee Brackett. He did, like there's, like, 20 Captain Planet books. Um, Red Planet or what's the official title? It was published under 2 names. One was Danger Planet, and the other one, I wanna say Red Planet of Danger? Red Sun of Danger. Um, he originally published under a pseudonym, uh, Brett Brett something. Anyway, um, it's it's a schlocky pulp magazine, series. Red Planet is or Danger Planet is, like, number 18. You can read it. They're all standalones, and, they're garbage, but I really, really liked it. Okay, let's do lips. Trashy would be fine. Read Hamilton years ago. I was shocked how much I liked this book. Okay. And it's definitely a throwback to, like, the 40s sci-fi. And Captain Future reminded me a lot. I'm doing a video today on this, by the way. A lot of Buckaroo Banzai. Captain Future and the Future Man. We usually read creature features for Garbogist. Or just that one Donovan's Brain that I didn't pick, but I was curious about that one. Mm. Best was Rue about a killer kangaroo terrorizing an outback town. It's over the top, gory, and fun. Oh, I love that. I don't know if I like these lips. Oh, thank you, John. Eyelashes. Of course, I can never raise trash reading to the heights of booktuber Michael Vaughn and Criminale. They both excel. Thank you, Tim and John. Hmm. I might redo these lips later. We'll see how I. John, I yelling at the screen. Okay, we're doing our eyelashes. I'm at the end of my eyelash glue. Yes. Have you forgotten them entirely and then wonder if something was off? I definitely have done that before. I always forget something. Like today, I forgot to contour my nose after I powdered everything, so I had to do it over the powder, which isn't ideal. Okay. Yeah, there's so many things to remember when you get into drag. It's so easy to forget. Okay. Grab some daisy earrings. And daisy necklace. And a Christmas wig. It has a big poinsettia on it, but I really like the style of this. And you can't really see the poinsettia too much when I film. And who said poinsettias are just for Christmas? Okay, I'm still thinking of Star Trek. My worry about going Sunday is they released all the schedules except for Sunday, which makes me think something is going on. And that's when Barbara Bain and William Shatner are supposed to appear. Which makes me think maybe I should go on Friday for William Frawley, because I wouldn't mind seeing him or hearing him talk. So I don't know. And Friday is the original series cosplay. So I'd feel comfortable going in drag in my original series outfit, which I'm sure you guys have seen. Okay, so this is the final look. Today I'll be filming the more retro Hugo uh, videos. Hopefully I'll do two. And that's it. Goodness. Thank you, Lynette. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, John. And if Lori's watching this, hope you feel better next week, Lori. And what happened to Frank? We haven't seen him in a while. Hope he's doing okay too. Okay, guys, I'll be here next week. And maybe I'll have something to report on the Star Trek convention if I go on a Friday. We shall see. Until we talk again, may all the books you read be blessed.